if this is not a sign for a timeout right here, then I don't know what is. Deondre Hawkins here with another edition of Lakers Talk Daily presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, the official Native American resort and casino of the Los Angeles Lakers. Skip the traffic. Head on over to Pechanga Resort Casino just off the I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations and for more information. The Lakers fall last night 119-115 against the Houston Rockets in Houston in a game where it was not really going the Lakers' way whatsoever. I'm a little worried about this Lakers team. I have a little bit of concerns for this team. And in regards to the inability to get a rebound, a defensive rebound, and get out-rebounded in these games. How well can they do on the road? They're 8-10 this season on the road. And when teams are physically stronger than the Lakers, they play real tough on the defensive end and on the offensive end. I get worried about that as well. The Houston Rockets are a team who don't do nothing spectacular. They just play really, really hard. They got guys that come in there and they play really, really hard. Whenever you have a game and there's a guard who is getting 16 rebounds and scoring 23 points, you will lose that game. There is no way Amen Thompson, who I give a lot of credit to, he just went out there and just played harder than the other guys on that Lakers team. If you're letting a guard get in there and battling for rebounds, getting offensive rebound after offensive rebound, and then they translate that into second chance points, you're going to lose those games. I'm concerned about this team because we've seen what a physical team has done to this Lakers team. The Orlando Magic is a perfect example. They play really, really hard, fighting through screens. They switch really hard. They communicate really well on defense. And then on the other end, they're going to kick your ass on the old boards. And the Lakers had no response to it whatsoever. And that is going to concern me when you get down into the playoffs. If you want to consider this team a playoff caliber team, when it comes to those times, it matters when you get those 50-50 balls, when you dive on the floor, and when you're able to limit second chance points, you win the rebounding battle. Those are the things when it comes down to the playoff, those little things that you can separate yourself from the other teams. The Lakers did not have any signs of that whatsoever. I would like to say this, though. Lakers got up to as much as down 20. They showed some grit. They showed some fight. They did not quit. And you know, in previous games of this season, when they got down by a 20-point lead, 15, 20-point lead, you see signs of them slowing down, and they have never been able to regroup. So the fact that it came down to it, the Lakers were able to regroup, Anthony Davis is getting to the rhythm. LeBron James is doing what he is doing. When you see games like this where you know you have a big, you're down big, but you're able to, chip away. We call those chip away. You're able to chip away, cut the lead down to 10. All right, next time out, let's try to cut the lead down to 6. All right, now we're going to cut the lead down to 2. And then it came down to those last seconds, the last 1 minute stretch. And when you cannot run a play in ATOs after timeouts, you cannot execute a play, then damn, man, what are we doing here? Turnover. You cannot have a live ball turnover. Then that transitions into a bucket on the other end. LeBron James had to foul him. Yes. Was it a timeout? LeBron, yes. Could it have been called? Probably. But if you're Max Christie, you can't sit there and panic. The fact that they did not execute in the ATOs and after timeouts and did not get a shot off, that is a bad look. That is a bad sign. You got to be able to at least get a shot off, especially when you're down 2 points. So now Houston comes. You got to foul them. They increase the lead to 4. And then by that time, there's only 7 seconds left. And then we have to settle for a prayer 3 that LeBron James shoots and the game is over. So those are little things that are going to concern me going forward this season with this Lakers team. Being able to execute on those after timeouts. Because in the playoffs, when you have a close game, you got to be able to draw something up and execute it. The Rockets took away their first look. Obviously, their first look was LeBron James. Okay, what's the second option? What's the third option? Lakers couldn't even get into that because they kept on turning the ball over in those moments. But like I said, I am not disappointed because they showed some fight and they showed some toughness. Now, with that being said, they lost last night's game. Hey, man, it's time to you already know. 82 games. It's the season. There's a lot more games left, and the Lakers got a lot of games in their favor on these next couple of games. And I want to talk about their couple of games that are coming up right after my partners at Pechanga give you guys a quick word.
At Pechanga Resort Casino, you can rock and roll, sip and slide, twist and shout Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official Indian gaming sponsor of the Lakers.
As I mentioned, I want to talk a little bit about these upcoming games for the Lakers. They play against the Dallas Mavericks tomorrow night in Dallas. A team that does not have Luka Doncic, and Kyrie Irving has been listed as out 1 to 2 weeks. He has a back injury. And the Lakers, that's in their advantage. They're missing their 2-star guys. But this does not mean it's a game that you come in there and relax and get comfortable. It's not a game you should not be doing that, especially how hard the Mavericks will be playing, how well coached they are. But you already have 2 of their starters out, and Luka Doncic, their stars, and Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. Then you move on to the next game. You got the Charlotte Hornets. You got the Charlotte Hornets coming into town at Crypto, a team who is not really good. They will play hard, but they're not that good. Then you got the Spurs twice and Crypto. And then you got the Heat. Obviously, they have the issues going on. Jimmy Butler suspended a couple games. They're trying to find out their identity. They don't really have an identity. They got the whole Jimmy Butler thing going on. So they're a team that's going up and down, back and forth. And then you got the Brooklyn Nets, the D'Lo revenge game. We'll see how that plans out. But by me going on the list of these games that the Lakers got, January is in their favor. They got to be able to execute and capitalize on these games. Games that these opponents have are under 500. Obviously, the Mavericks are not under 500. The Spurs are up in the mix. They bounce around from 500. But the Hornets, the Heat bouncing around, the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, Lakers got to be able to take advantage. The Lakers should be able to at least be 8 to 10 games above 500 come February. If they cannot execute and get W's on this home stretch, then there's a deeper issue with this Lakers team than we are fooling ourselves with. But Lakers take on the Mavericks. We'll talk a little bit about that game tomorrow. As always, appreciate you guys tuning in. Lakers have a chance to bounce back. It's okay. You lost that one. Shake it off. Bounce back. Take care of business tomorrow in Dallas. Then come home and take care of business at home. You got a good stretch of games at home at Crypto.com Arena. Appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, peace.